Someday I wish upon a star and wake up with the clouds of fire behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. That was in my head. Anyway, we're gonna do welcome to Empress Tarotista. This is how we read tarot, motherfuckers. Okay, sorry, this is, yeah. It's a lot already. Anyway, my name is Laura. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm a tarot reader, among many other things. Much more grand things than just tarot reading, darling. And I thought what I would do is a quick run through for March, because doing this sign by sign thing was really fucking arduous. I don't want to do it. And God told me I don't have to do things I don't want to do. So, we are going to do a very quick run through. One, count with me. Two. I'm not even high or anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd think I would be wasted, wouldn't you? The way I behave. I'm just happy. I'm just happy, connected with God. I got some sunshine in my face. Made me happy. Okay, we're going to do a quick run through, okay? We'll do like maybe 3 cards, maybe 4. Should we do 4 for like the weeks of the month? We're going to have a little look at the energy month by month, week by week even, for the month of March, for each sign. And we're going to go with the zodiac. So if you don't like the way the zodiac runs, don't blame me because I didn't create it. So we're starting with Aries. Aries, my darling, are you ready for your reading for March? March is going to be a very, very beautiful time astrologically, okay? And there are quite a few planets. I think Venus is going into Aries. I don't know. I'll have to check. I'll put a list or something down below. I'll put some on my Instagram as well, okay? Instagram at Empress Tarotista if you'd like to join. I have a Patreon. Please subscribe and like if you haven't done already. I would welcome you to the family very much. Let's have a little look. They're telling me to spray. They're like, spray, motherfucker, spray. That's not how my spirit guides talk to me. That is absolutely. Can we get 4 cards, please? 1 for each week of March. For Aries. Yay! Overarching theme for Aries for March is you're having strength. How might see? This is why I can't do 12 in a row. I'm already tired, you know? Oh, motherfucker. You've shown up in your own damn reading in reverse. Okay. Woo! Okay. First week of March, my darling. You're going to be doing something that fits in with routines, okay? With routines, with traditional ways of doing things. You're also going to be finding that there's protection for you from the divine whilst you're doing this. You are being encouraged to have strength and healing. I'm going to take the first 2, whatever. You're encouraged to have strength and healing for March. Now, during this time, I feel like you are going to be releasing yourself from a lot of thought patterns, a lot of bad behaviors, a lot of disruptive behaviors that you have held on for far too long. I am singing a lot today, I'm sorry. So Aries, it's time to release this shit, okay? Because there's a lot that you've been holding on to kind of through dogma, I think, through this is the way it's always been done, yeah? It's the way it's always been done, it's the way it's always gonna be done. No, we're not doing that anymore. I'm sorry. We're not doing that anymore. And by the second week, I feel as if we had the 8 of Swords in reverse for you, okay? This can talk about a dark night of the soul. It talks about mental void, paralysis created through fear, and beliefs and thoughts that can be changed. You are being encouraged to shun anything dogmatic in your life, okay? Having things that you've been doing for a long time that you know don't serve you. You've got 2 8s here, baby, okay? And 8s are all about cutting losses, getting rid of the shit that doesn't serve you anymore, clarifying your feelings, determination, redoubling your efforts. Whatever you've been trying to give up, Aries, for the last month, the last year, the last 10 fucking years I've just heard, right? Smoking, bad behavior, drinking, unhelpful traditional bullshit. I'm hearing patriarchal, toxic masculinity, okay? Aries, I feel like I'm talking to a man. Anyway, so Aries, this is something you need to give up. 444, okay? you're going to have a bit of a rough time the second week of March, okay? And because of that, by the third week of March, unfortunately, there's going to be some conflict, some harshness, and it's going to be forcing you into like a feeling that you're out of control a little bit. And because you feel out of control, it's going to trigger that controlling nature in you. If I can give you any fucking advice for March, Aries, it will be let go of control. Okay, control is not real. It's not real. Okay, you have no control. The best thing for you right now is just to let go. Okay, let go of the things that don't serve you anymore. Let go of the feeling of being weak, of being unable to counteract this thing, of immaturity, of all the feelings that have kept you trapped in this mind state. Okay, because now's the time. Now is the time. Okay, now we have the last week here, okay, of March, we have the 5 of Cups for you. So this means that there is a possible new start coming for you. I see 551 on the time roses here. We've got, what numbers have we got? We've got 2 5s here and 2 8s here, okay? So I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry, because March is going to be a time of chaos for you. There's going to be a lot of shunning stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. But my darling, if you bring in balance, you are going to find a way to avoid conflict and a way to sit within this King of Wands energy, which is you, that fire energy, okay? We want, can you see this? That the Hierophant is sitting on top of the Emperor here. So this feeling of disempowerment, of immaturity, of dictatorship, of selfishness is being caused by this kind of dogma that's sitting on top of you. So I think now is the time to release the stuff that doesn't serve you, Aries. And actually, if you do that, if you have the strength, directly behind the strength card is the healing card, is the star card. You will get wish fulfillment. You will get happiness as a result of this. I just flicked to, oh my God, I just flicked to victory and then I flicked to the sun card, okay? So if you can be strong enough to counteract all the stuff that you've been doing that you know doesn't serve you, Aries, you are going to get a whole lot of happiness and you will turn yourself into an upright position and become the emperor that you are supposed to be, okay? Thank you. Bye. Hello, Taurus. La, 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 la. How are you? We're going to have a little look. We're going to draw 4 cards. 4 cards for March, okay? And we'll see what's coming out for you for March, okay? So week by week. Okay, Spirit, can I get 4 cards, please, week by week? My Siri has just started.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
No, thank you. I don't know why that just started. Can I get 4 cards, please, week by week for Taurus for the month of March 2023, please? Thank you. 1, 2. I get 2 more cards, please, the last 2 weeks. Please, Spirit. I get 2 more cards, please. Taurus. The week of March. Da, da, da. If you'd like to sign up to Patreon, by the way, guys, I have now started a Patreon where you can become part of the family. There we go. Part of the family where you can get 2 extended readings, 2 a week. So that's 8 extended readings on the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Okay. All right. So Taurus, we have a feeling of walking away for the whole month. Okay. So there's something that you're recognizing is actually maybe not something you need to let go of, something you need to abandon. Okay. And that's your overall arching theme for March, okay? So there's something that you are moving on from, something that maybe you have committed yourself to for a little while, but you recognize it doesn't serve you anymore. This is going to be a limited loss because after the 8 of Cups comes the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, which is often when we walk away from something that isn't serving, actually we open up, when we're holding on to something that we don't really want, we haven't got anywhere to put anything new. So when you put that stuff down that you don't want, your hands are free, open to receive something better. Does that make sense? So I feel like that's a little bit like what's going to be happening for you for March, Taurus. Now, we do have the very beautiful energy here of the Queen of Pentacles, which is representing yourself here with this strong earth energy coming in for Taurus, okay? Also could be Capricorn or a Virgo as well, but I feel like this is representing you, Taurus. Why do I speak so fast? I always feel like I'm like, just gotta get out, That might be something that you're experiencing at the moment, this feeling of kind of like a rush, okay? A rush to do things. I just heard somebody maybe like celebrating like a big birthday, or you know how people write those lists like 100 things you should do before 40 or 100 things that you need to do by 30. I'm getting that vibe. Obviously, no, I mean, you won't be celebrating a birthday because I'm talking to Taurus and your birthday is in March. Is in May and we're doing March. So maybe your birthday's coming, well, of course, your birthday is definitely coming up in May, for Christ's sake, Laura. Your birthday's definitely coming up. But you may be hitting like a big number, or that may be something that kind of makes you do that yearly review kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So, but we have got this Queen of Pentacles here. This does look at kind of like having some security in your life, actually being in a state of well-being and abundance, and actually feeling okay. And I feel like part of the reason why you've made this decision to step away from something is because actually you're kind of in the position now where you want to go towards things that serve you. So the first week, I feel like you're going to be assessing where you're at in your life. And then by the second week, you're actually going to be really moving away from the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. The Six of Wands talks about moving to calmer waters. You can see here that she's packed up her son. She hasn't got any bags, okay? She's literally just taking herself and her son, and this man's just taking them, okay? Taking them away to calmer waters. You can see behind them here, there's this rough waters, and in front of them, it's all calm. So I feel like there's something that hasn't been serving you that actually you're kind of tired of. It could be that you've been going through a lot between January to March, and this is a signal now that you're going to recover from this, that there'll be success after these trials. So if there's something that you want to leave behind, Taurus, do it. It's not gonna mess your life up. This is going to be a blessing for you to do so. And if you've been going through a rough time of recent, I can tell you that by the first week and the second week of March, you're going to be moving towards things that are actually a bit more settled, okay? So that's nice news in itself, okay? The Five of Wands here came in flux. This is for the third week of March. And the Five of Wands kind of talks about competition. It can talk about battle and like conflicting kind of opinions or feelings about things. And it can also talk about like struggle as well, and kind of like having too many choices. I feel like this again plays into this choice that you're going to be making. What is serving you? What doesn't serve you? You don't really want to be in this position of conflict, I'm feeling. So you're just kind of going, I think you should really go with your gut, Taurus. If there's something in your life that makes you feel like it's this battle all the time, and makes you feel kind of like, ugh, just let it go. Life's too short for shit that makes you feel like crap, really, in the long and short, in the long and short of it. And I think whatever you walk away from, Taurus, actually this will lead you to some blessings. This Four of Cups is the last week in March, and this can talk a little bit about kind of concealed anxiety. It can talk about kind of preoccupation and sometimes missing a good opportunity, okay? So I think really actually from this perspective, I think that once you leave these things behind, I feel that you're going to be a bit worried that you've walked away from a good thing. I just don't think it is. Let me clarify this. Can you clarify the Four of Cups for me, please? Just to get a bit more information about this. Can I clarify the Four of Cups for me, please, Spirit? Thank you. Justice. Oh, and Temperance. Okay, yeah. Two really nice major arcana cards actually there, guys. Okay, and yet... No, I was going to say something else, but it's not. So this Four of Cups. And the bottom of the pack, celebration, okay? Yeah, this Four of Cups, this thing that you're going to be getting rid of, I think once you get rid of it, I think that by the fourth week of March, you're going to be sitting there thinking to yourself, like, what have I done? Oh, what have I done? Looking at these three cups that you've got and thinking like, oh, let this one cup go. But actually, I think from this, it's going to be a blessing. I think that this is going to bring you healing and balance into your life here with Temperance, Sagittarius energy as well. And it's going to bring justice into the situation. Again, balance. Can you see the balance? The balance, you know, very strong feeling of balancing out stuff that doesn't serve you for March, Taurus, and strong Libra energy here if those are people that you're dealing with. So overarching theme, my darling, is walk away from that what doesn't serve you anymore. What doesn't make you happy, let it go, because it will bring in happiness and celebration for you ultimately, okay? I love you very much. If you would like to have a private reading with me, take a look at the link below. If you'd like to sign up to my Patreon family, you get 2 extended divine feminine and masculine reads every week. and I'd love to have you on board anywhere. Okay, and if you're not following me on TikTok and on Instagram, please come over to those sites as well. And please take a minute just to like and subscribe below and click that wiggly bell so you get notifications when I upload a video. It's being hard. It's hard doing this influencer creator stuff. Anyway, it's not really like, oh, it's hard work. I've got to tell people to like me. Oh. Anyway, okay. I love you, Taurus. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a wonderful March. And leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you what you're walking away from. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for March. I just flipped to these guys, so let's see how wonderful your March is going to be, because coming off of a Knight of Pentacles and a Ten of Swords, that looks pretty healthy. We're going to pull 4 cards for you. These are like fast and, let's do it fast and flirty. 9. Got a parcel, hang on. Oh, I'm so sorry for the interruption there. I was saying, if you got it, I got 9 of Cups there for you. Anyway, we're doing four things for you. Let's have a look. Can I get 4 cards, please, Spirit, for Gemini for March? Going first week, second week, third week, fourth week. Have a look at what the energy is for you. 1, 2. Can I get 2 more cards, please? 4. Thank you. 1 more card, please. Thank you. Okay, nice. Gemini, I don't know what you're up to. You've got some lovely energy. Bottom of the pack, 9 of Cups. Hey, baby. What the fuck? You, 16 on the timer there. Check that number of angel number. It's a good angel number. Okay, bottom of the pack. So sorry. I did see the Empress when I was shuffling for you. But bottom of the pack, we got the 9 of Pentacles. This is very, very abundant, tasty. I'm single. I don't mind. I'm good. Sitting in your truth, sitting in your power, moving into Empress energy, baby. That's what I'm saying. Victory. Okay? Lovely, lovely energy for you. Woo! Hey, do you know what? That is so weird. You're dealing with a Taurus? Because Taurus just got some... Taurus literally just got these 3 cards and you saw me shuffling. What? They see me shuffling. Is that a song? Okay, so Gemini. What we got here? It's interesting energy. I'm pretty sure. Did I just pull these cards for Taurus? I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Taurus. Okay, so King of Wands. We're starting the very first week. King of Wands energy. Nice, strong, fiery, passionate energy. This could represent you if you're feeling this kind of wise, conscientious pillar of the community kind of feeling. Or this could be a masculine in your life if you are dealing with a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. This first week, though, is going to see you kind of sitting in quite good... quite stable. It feels quite stable kind of energy, to be honest, coming in the first week. If this is masculine, this could be your husband, this could be somebody that you're dealing with, it could be you. Well, it's not you, but it could be you. Again, take it as it resonates, okay? The second week, feeling some struggles here. Some complexity, something that you're dealing with. But, I mean, ultimately, very positive cards on the bottom of the pack, though, ultimately. So whatever you're going through this kind of second week, I do feel like they're saying to you, first week, get your ducks in order, recognize that you're the damn king. Whatever comes around the second week of March, don't worry about it, because it's just going to be a bit of a struggle, really. This can be due to too many choices. It could be trying too hard to kind of like please everyone, and just don't, because you're the King of Wands energy. You can't please everybody, just please yourself is a feeling here. The third week, however, we also have here this 6 of Wands. So I do feel like there's going to be some success after these trials. It can also talk about recovery sometimes from an illness. So if you haven't been very well, and this is what this struggle, this complexity has been, Gemini, you know, you're just not feeling great, your energy's not being great. They kind of want you to know that there will be, you know, that you're going to be sitting back in your power, that balance will be brought, that justice will be coming in for you. If this is a situation where you've been trying to please people and you're not being able to please everybody, they're calling you to equality, to seeking out harmony, and to stay within your integrity as well by the 4th week. So I do feel like you're coming in quite strong the first week, but then maybe you hit a bit of a bump ultimately the energy on the bottom of the pack was really, really nice. And it feels like this, you know, with this energy here of the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Swords, the Empress, this Six of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles really encourages you actually to serve yourself, okay? To serve yourself in March and stop getting pulled by all of these other people and what they want and what they think and what they, you know, fuck that shit. Like, you focus on you in March, and I feel like if you do that, I think you'll probably avoid this feeling of like malaise by the second week. Yeah, split to the Hermit. I feel a little bit like your energy's been quite split. Temperance, you're asking you to achieve balance and healing within this. And I just split to the Queen of Wands as well. So sit within your divine self of you serving yourself. Remember, if you try and make everybody happy, you make nobody happy. If you try and make yourself happy, somebody's going to be damn well happy, and it's going to be you. Okay, Gemini, so please don't do that thing where you're trying to balance all options and you're trying to be everything to everybody, because you are one person. You aren't actually the literal twins that your sign represents. And I feel like you're being pulled from pillar to post too much by other people's desires, and if you carry on doing that, it's going to make you feel quite rough by the second week of March, okay? And yeah, it'll be something you can recover from, but why recover if you don't have to go down in the first place, if that makes sense, okay? If you would like to subscribe, please do. Give me a like, leave me in the comments something about whatever it is, the challenge that you're going over. I love to hear from you, Gemini. I've also created a Patreon as well, so if you're interested in signing up for bi-weekly extended reads focusing on the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, I'd love to have you over there. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I love you. Thank you for being here. I mean that. I mean that from my heart. Okay, Gemini, I hope you have a fantastic March. And yeah, I hopefully see you soon. Bye! Hey, Cancer, let's have a look at your reading for March. I don't know why I'm singing like that for you. Sorry! My dad's a Cancer, so he's just like, fucking sitting there like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck have I birthed? Don't know. Somebody crazy. I prefer it. I prefer it. You know, Mad Hatter. Anyway, Cancer, I'll stop rambling. We're going to pull you 4 cards. Or they're just going to jump out like that. Did you see that? Oh, and those ones. And we're going to go, oh, yay! One more. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Cancer. Cancer, my darlings. Cancer. I think that one came out first. Okay, so we've got one for each week of the month. We are looking at March. You are holding yourself in a predicament that you do not need to be holding yourself in, Cancer, mainly due to your own lack of self-discipline to remove the blinders, okay, from the situation you are in. Cancers are often, Cancers are often very misunderstood people of the zodiac, because they come across quite brash and confident and like quite gregarious, and they also look a little bit like give no fucks, because of that kind of tough shell of like that Cancer of the crab. But actually the Cancerians have got really, really soft inner, and they are water signs. So you can often leave yourselves open to things that you shouldn't leave yourselves open to. And people take advantage of you a little bit more than what you should allow, Cancer, because of kind of like a feeling of like, I've got to be nice. I'm being nice. I'm being nice. And because people think that you're tough as boots, old boots, because you are that crab, you often get put in predicaments that really hurt. Okay, and I feel like this is going to be a bit of a lesson for you for the beginning of March, because the very first week we have the 3 of Swords, and this talks about heartbreak. This talks about something that really, really is actually quite difficult for you to deal with. It's disruption, it's heartache, it's absence, it's alienation, confusion, delay. You know, it's a really kind of like, oh, it's not a good card. Look at it. Do you know what I mean? 3 swords through the heart. I do feel a little bit like the first week of March, you're going to be experiencing a big loss of some form. And I don't mean like a death or anything like that, or a bereavement. It could be that. That's not what I'm picking up on, though. I just feel like you've put yourself in a predicament that, again, you're not taking the blindfold off and recognizing what you should be doing, Cancer. And as a result of that, this is leading you to some heartache. But by the second week of March, I feel like you will have kind of rectified this. I'm hearing that there could be a financial loss, that you've given kindness to somebody who doesn't deserve it, and as a result, they've taken you for a ride. But the second week of March, there you are, coming in, all happy, that this situation becomes rectified by the second week of March, and actually there's joy and happiness being brought in for you, where the situation is going to be kind of like much calmer and kind of balanced out, sorted out, okay? This is going to encourage you to have a new beginning and a rejuvenation, okay? Making judgment on yourself, and like these little people that are coming out of their coffins because the angels come to trump the trump, as they say in the book of Revelations. Actually, this is going to be a second chance for you, and I think that this is going to be a learning process for you, Cancer, in the beginning of March, because it's going to be like that, like, I'm done. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, this is one time too many. And actually, you're being encouraged to rebirth from this situation instead of, you know, finding the sunshine in it, you know? Like, we got clouds out there, but we've also got the sun, you know? Focus on the sun instead of the clouds. Recognize that people only are able really to hurt us if we allow them. So you're in control of this situation. This heartbreak is controllable. And by the end of March, there's a lot of feeling kind of success, community, and celebration coming in here for you. I do feel like at the beginning, this is going to be a case of you trying to remove yourself from your own mind prison, okay? You know, the Eight of Swords is about you keeping yourself trapped in something that's not worthwhile. The Justice card was underneath that, and underneath that was the Five of Wands. So this is kind of like pointless battles that are not... It could also be a legal situation as well, okay? I just heard legal situation. So if you're divorce, contracts, stuff like that, I just saw the Four of Wands in reverse. So this could be a divorce, this could be a legal situation, signing contracts of some form, leaving a job, that kind of thing. I feel like the beginning of March is going to be that removing yourself from what doesn't serve you. But ultimately, I do feel like by the end of March, this situation will be rectified for you, Cancer, and it will be a new beginning, okay? I hope that resonated with you. Leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear what it is that you're going through, Cancer. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. It helps my channel to grow, and it helps me no end. So even if you can do nothing else, please just leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. If you really love the reading, then click that little wiggly button to give you notifications. And if you really, really love me and love my readings, you can follow me on all my sort of other social media down below with TikTok and Instagram, where I do daily reads and other stuff. And you can follow me on Patreon for bi-weekly extended readings for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Okay? I hope you love that. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I love you very much, and I appreciate you being here, Cancer. Have a fantastic March. Bye. Leo! I'm sorry. Leo's like my favourite, man. You and I are what we call zodiac sisters, which means that you are diametrically opposing to me on the zodiac. I am an Aquarius. You are fire. I am air. Air supports fire, and fire warms up the air to make sure we get all high and happy up in the sky. So let's have a little look what's going on. We're going to pull you 4 cards, my darling Leos, my darling best friend. Mostly all my best friends are Leos. You can't even, not even deliberate. You can't mess this stuff up. People are like, oh, how's zodiac's real? It's like, who are you friends with? What's your zodiac? And they're like, who do you love? Oh yeah, no, I can guarantee that your husband or your wife is one of these. Anyway, we're gonna pull you 4 cards for March. Okay, so Spirit, can I get 4 cards for Leo for March? 1 for each week, please, would be great. 1, 2, 1 more. I just saw the 6 of Cups on the bottom pack there. Little reunion. Ooh. Yeah, let's get one more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. That was quick. Well, it wasn't actually. It was quite slow, but never mind. Okay, it's funny because I saw the 6 of Pentacles as I was shuffling. So 6 of Pentacles, overarching theme. Okay, there is something in your life that has left you feeling a little bit out in the cold at the moment. Which is a shame, Leo, because you shouldn't be out in the cold. You're glorious. You should be in the warmth where you should be with everybody else. This Six of Coins can sometimes just kind of talk about maybe like a relationship that's kind of gone wayward. You know, having kind of work-related issues. Did I say Six of Coins? I meant the Five of Coins, which is why I was just thinking for a second. Underneath that, though, there is the Ten of Pentacles. So I do feel like you're working really hard, and underneath that is the Queen of Wands, which is you. I feel like you're working your ass off at the moment, Leo. I feel like you are working really, really hard, and there is this feeling of like, oh my God, you know, working too much, working towards something, feeling a little bit like you're not going to get anywhere with it. But actually, I feel like you're jumping from the 5 to the 10. So I think you're going to see improvements of this quite quickly in March, where it's just something's going to click. And the Queen of Wands is underneath that, which is again very strong, like nice Leo energy underneath that. I do feel, however, though, that you're maybe overworking yourself a little bit. Okay, remember that if we have these ideologies, oh, I need to really work hard to make money. That's not the best kind of vibe to be putting out to the universe from a law of attraction perspective. You know, you want to use things like, I get paid to exist. I mean, that would be that's a beautiful affirmation. Like, I make money easily. Money flows to me easily. Like, I make money in my sleeps. Try using some Neville Goddard law of attraction stuff. Because I do feel a little bit like you're aiming high, but in a level of extremism, and perhaps that you're not doing it in such a sensible process, okay? So I feel a little bit, if you change your process, Leo, you may find that some of that starts to come in quite quickly, okay? Now, with the Chariot here, again, on the second week, this talks about like a journey. It can talk about obstacles and competition, but it also talks about high stakes, ambition, and discipline. You going towards something that's great. But again, you know, ultimately, bottom of the pack, we had five of Pentacles moving to the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're going after creating an empire, is what I just heard. Excuse me. And you're trying to get there quite fast, but I think sometimes maybe just slow down a little bit. Check that you're doing things in the right way. Finding some of that balance. I think maybe like if you pull back your energy a little bit, make sure that you're looking after yourself, remembering that hustle, trust me, I've done it. It does not make you rich, okay? You want multiple streams of income that you can earn whilst you're sleeping, ideally, okay? Stuff where you're not doing face-to-face capacity with people, you know, ebooks, courses, you know, I feel like I'm talking to somebody that works for themselves, you know, and you're doing in that hustle culture stuff. But it's also a mindset as well. It's also law of attraction. It's also, as I said, look into Neville Goddard, look into Napoleon Hill, because there is something in your like this. By the third week here, we're being called to find some balance here and to do some healing here with Temperance. Strong Sagittarius energy as well, but this talks about economy, patience, consolation, finding some harmony, moderation, and self-control. I feel like you're going a little bit too gung-ho towards whatever it is that you're going towards, and I don't feel like it's not going to come to fruition, Leo, so don't take that. But I do think that, like, my motto is work smarter, not harder. And at the moment, I think you're working hard. Because by the fourth week, we've got this 4 of 1. Why do I keep saying 4? But, you know, we've got this the 10 of Wands here, which does talk about success, but at a price, okay? It talks about you fulfilling your obligations, but you're totally fucking oppressed by their weight. If it's a means to an end, great. But if you haven't got the ends and you're just working your ass off, what are you doing? Okay? You need to be trying to implement systems into this to make sure that you are, you know, actually aiming towards that 10 of Pentacles. So you can sit like this Queen of Wands, opulent and pretty on her throne, not having to work her ass off, okay? Because this is the energy you're in at the moment, okay? So I think you're being called, Leo, very business reading, very work-based reading, but I feel like you're being called to look at the systems that you're implementing into your business, into your life, to bring balance into things. There's stuff that you're doing at the moment that is leaving you anxious, overwhelmed, not feeling very well. Your health, I feel, is suffering at the moment. And you know you could be doing things in a smarter manner. So start to streamline your processes. If you're doing a job that is killing you, maybe think about like changing it. You know, there are always jobs to do. There's always work to do. Perhaps you have a side hustle that you can start up. Again, it's a means to an end. Okay. Anyway, Leo, I love you, baby. If you're interested, please sign up to Patreon. The links, click subscribe, do all that jazz. Give me a like, leave me a comment, follow me on my other social media and whatever. I love you very much. Thank you for being here. And I mean that. I really mean that, Leo. I love you very much. And thank you for being part of the Empress Tarotista family. And if you're not part of the family yet, join the family. Love ya. Bye, Leo.